Well, this year was no different. You know about cause and effect? Josh the firefighter. It's like almost perfect resemblance. And then you have your wall of cases.
I'm sorry. Do you find yourself having weak and flimsy hands?
It breaks easily.
So this outer cup right here,
they're actually the same brand.
I'm not being controlled by a Democrat.
I'm not a Democrat. There I did. I picked it up with my finger. Hey, like that one. That's what I did.
Hey guys, and welcome to our podcast. You know, we're just going to go start off right to the news unless we have anything else to talk about before we go. So let's just start off with the news. Wrong button, guys. So I'm going to have to tell you guys about a little bit of a tragedy that's been happening to me for the last couple of months. As you guys know, I like Chick-fil-A, so I go there a whole bunch, and I like chicken sandwiches, okay? So they don't know how to spell my name, Hans. And so as you guys can see, they spelled it H-U-N-Z, then they spelled it H-A-W-N-S, and then they spelled it H-A-U-N-S. So 3 times, and they haven't gotten it right. So I went there this past week, and they let me down again with H-A-N-Z, okay? So, I mean, why do they think my name has all these weird letters in it, like W, U, and Z? Okay, it's just Hans. Okay, and then let's see what else we have to talk about. Oh yeah, so Grandma and Pa came down last week, or early this week, I should say, and we had to fix some stuff up around the house. One of the things is the mailbox. The mailbox was all like, it was leaning forward, it was about to fall over, or so we thought it was about to fall over, but anyway, basically they came down and we had to remove the mailbox to fix it because we had to put it back in the ground. So I was told that the mailbox is bolted into the ground, okay? Now the problem is that you can't lift it when it's bolted into the ground. So I tried to give it a nice little wiggle, and it came out. As you guys can see, I pulled the mailbox out all by myself, and then the hogs were taking a picture there. And then let's see, we were also fixing the mailbox, as you can see, so we had to get some dirt. Then we had to put the dirt in, and then we had to ask the neighbor for some of their wood because we do not have any wood. And so we had to go to their door, and they gave us some wood. And then we also had to fix the wall that's in front of our house. It was it's hard to explain, but there's two halves of the wall. There's a left side and there's a right side, and they're supposed to be level, but they weren't level with each other, so we had to go fix that. And then lastly, we have to talk about a person sitting on a couch with a computer. Microsoft PowerPoint has this feature where if you put in an image, most of the time it will give you a text on what it thinks is in the image. And so as you guys can see, it thinks that there's a person sitting on a couch with a computer, which is actually one of the most accurate pictures descriptions that I've gotten. I had much weirder ones where I took a picture of a guy standing on a car and I thought it was a cat. So yeah, that's pretty accurate. And now we have the recommendations, actually.
Yep, we have the recommendations. So for the recommendations, I will put it up on my screen.
You know, I have to turn your mic up all the way, and I can barely hear you.
Is that better?
Yeah, just go. It's not better, but just go.
Okay. For recommendations from youth. For recommendations, I'm gonna recommend these Bazooka Candy Brand Variety Candy Box. It comes with 18 lollipops with assorted flavors from ring pops, push pops, baby bottle pops, and juicy drops. And it's fun candy for either birthdays or celebrations like graduations or parties or just get-togethers. And so what this comes with is, it looks like it comes with 4 juicy pops, maybe, yeah, here we go, 6 ring pops, 4 push pops, 4 baby bottle pops, and 4 juicy pops. And so they come in different flavors. And this would be good gift. You can give it just in a box, or you can take it apart and give them out separately. So I think this is a good present or thing to have at a get together or something. So here's all the candy. You guys probably seen all these though. And they're filled with sugar, which is good. Because you go in the ingredients, sugar should be in there. I click on the image, never mind. Okay, now for the product I'm not gonna recommend is this Flash Furniture High Back White Leather Soft Exclusive. I think. Is that swivel office chair with someone unmuted with flared arms. And this is $454. And it doesn't look very officey because of the flared arms. And maybe I'll change the block. You see? They have kind of flared arms. I like the ones that have like no armrests, or the ones that have like armrests that come up to like here. You probably can't see, but yeah. And what I'm also not gonna recommend this is, so say like you want a white chair, so you go get this white chair. It arrives, but when you open up the package, you see that it's not really white. It's more like a grayish, pinkish. It's not really true white. It's like kind of like gray or pink, grayish pinkish color, and it's not really white. And so that could be disappointing. And another reason is, oh, and by the way, the white one's $450 and the black one's $283. So if you're gonna buy this chair, get the black one, but I'm not recommending it.
Click on the black one real quick. Like, click on it.
I did.
Okay. So I think I know why the price is higher. If you look right below the buy now button, it says ships from and sold by. Those are both Amazon.com. Now go to the white one.
Now the white one is from different sellers. That's why it's more expensive.
It's shipped and sold by a third party, which is probably why it's way more expensive.
See, it ships from Zozula and sold by Zozula. And yeah, another one I recommend. Not another product. Another reason I recommend this is this review here. It says not white. It's uncomfortable and cheap materials. Very uncomfortable, cheap materials. I expected a much better product for that price. So yeah, don't get this. Even black, since black is much cheaper, still don't get this chair. And that's the recommendations.
Okay, guys. So I was on Amazon a couple days ago, and I found this very scammy thing. Now, at first, it just seemed a little bit scammy, but then I looked into it a little bit more, and it was even more scammy. And so I'm gonna go show you that, guys. So first of all, we're going to open my screen on here. So yeah, that'll work. So let's say you want to go look for some big storage, physical storage that you can find. That's what I have. I have a 2 terabyte hard drive that's on top of my computer that I just store a whole bunch of videos on. Now it's a hard drive, so it's way bigger than a flash drive. But let's say you want to get a flash drive because of the size. So you go to Amazon, you type in 2 terabyte flash drive, and you come across this. Now, I know it says currently unavailable. I don't know why that is. It was available yesterday for $30. And so we're just going to ignore that for now. Maybe it'll come back in stock. But anyway, you come across this, you might be like, oh, it's only $30. I want to get it. So it looks like a decent flash drive. It's nice and small. It has a classic flash drive look. Now, here's the problems that I have with this thingy. So how do I make the pictures big? So first, we're going to start off. Let's see what we have. So we're going to start off with, Grandma, your head is going to be blocking the screen. So I'm going to make this thing full screen. As you guys can see, we have the product dimensions. First problem I have is if you looked at the bottom, there's 6 points or something. On the middle bottom one, it says X-ray proof and dust proof and shosh proof or whatever it is. I think it's supposed to say shock proof, but they don't know how to spell. Okay, so I'll show you guys the rest of the pictures. Then we're going to go back to this picture up here, and you can see in the table where it says product parameters, under the second point where it says capacity, it says 1 terabyte and 2 terabyte. Now, if we go back to the listing, you guys can see that when it was available, there was no 1 terabyte listing, and there is no 1 terabyte listing now. It's only 2 terabytes, which, by the way, this 2 terabyte on here just looks very weird. I don't know why. It just doesn't, it looks weird. Next thing we're going to go to is the about this item. Okay, so let's see. I had one of these I wanted to read. So I'm going to read plug and play. Now I'm going to go paste this into the chat just in case you guys want to see it. But basically, it says USB flash drive supports plug and play without any software installation. Just simple plug into the USB port of a computer or other devices. Now here's where their grammar gets a little mixed up. You don't need any tools, and without cover, USB drive can directly use. Let me say that again. And without cover, USB drive can directly use. What is that supposed to mean? You know? So, I don't really know what that's doing up. And then you might be like, oh, wow, it has 5 stars. That is such a great thing because, you know, other people have tried it. Well, I don't know why it says 0 out of 5 stars now. We'll figure that out another time. So, we go down to the reviews, and we're going to read this one review. Again, I'm going to paste this into the chat just in case you guys want to read it yourself. But it says, absolutely gorgeous. This sushi set is truly amazing. Now, let me remind you, we're in a flash drive, not a sushi set or anything close to that. It's not even food, okay? It says, this sushi set is truly stunning. The colors are vibrant and the glazing is superb. I plan to give it to a gift and loved it so much. I bought another set just for me. I use this set all the time and not just for sushi. I eat tea snacks off of it or really anything I want to feel posh and luxurious with. Very beautiful, and the person I gave this set loved it as well. They're talking about a sushi set. So let's say maybe they chose the wrong product. Maybe they weren't paying attention to what they left it on. You can read all of these other ones. And this one's talking about a wine opener. Perfect gift for wife's 75th birthday. For your wife's 75th birthday, I don't know why she would want a 2 terabyte hard flash drive. So we're going to go down to the questions. Now this is what's really funny, okay? So, first question we have is, where was it made? And the answer to that, which is by the seller said this to themselves, this was handcrafted in Japan. Oh wow, my first handcrafted Japanese flash drive, just what I wanted for $30, okay? Next question is, dishwasher safe? Yes, it is dishwasher safe. I don't know why you would be throwing this in the dishwasher, you know? And then, next question is, does this wine opener come with batteries? It's a flash drive, not a wine opener. But anyway, the answer is no batteries. It has a recharger cord that plugs into the base for charging. Okay? And then one more question is, the description says there's a vacuum pump, but I don't see it in the pictures. And then the answer to that, which is not by the seller that I am aware of, says, I'm not sure if it's a vacuum, but I love it and it works beautifully. It looks like they're talking about a different product. The reviews, the questions, all of that. And you would be correct. Because what these sellers do is they have a different product on, which looked like a sushi set or a wine opener. And they would have all the reviews for that, all the questions for that. So Amazon will promote their product more, however Amazon does that. And once they get enough reviews, which it looks like 290 ratings, then they change the listing to a flash drive, and chances are you're just going to see the rating up here. You're not going to scroll down, read the questions, read the reviews, because you know it's just a flash drive, okay? Now we're going to go to a different flash drive here. This one is in stock, and I'm going to go paste the link to this if you guys want to see it yourself into the YouTube chat. Anyway, it's the same kind of deal. A 2 terabyte flash drive. Now, this is a little more expensive, $40 on sale for $35 or $36. And I'm not going to go for all this again, but you guys can see more ratings are here. Now, that's one thing they can use for ratings. Now, another thing that they can use for ratings is, I have to keep an eye on the time. I've gone for so long with this, is I got this email back in February. Now, I'm just going to read a quick portion to it. It says, we would like to make you a tester, and we were let me try this again. We would love to make you our tester, and we would be incredibly grateful if you could take a couple minutes to write a 5-star review for us on this product, I'm assuming. Surely, you do not need to pay a penny for this product. We'll give you a $15 gift card to cover for your payment, and the item product is $13. So, First of all, they're making me. If I want to go with this, I can't leave my own opinion. I'm forced to go with their opinion, and they're paying me for it. Okay. Another problem with that is they're paying me for a 5-star review. Now, if I say in the review that they're paying me to leave this, people are not going to take that as seriously, and they purposely don't say that you have to do that, because I'm pretty sure that if you are being sponsored by someone and you're giving an opinion about it, even if it's your own opinion, you have to say that you're sponsored by them. Now this, they're not letting you say your own opinion. So even if you see 5-star reviews, if there's sketchy product, let's say these flash drives, and it does look like a good review, you should see if there's a whole lot of reviews saying that, or if this one just says 144 ratings. That's not a lot. So I would go something more like a SanDisk, Lexar, or Samsung to have flash drives. They're going to be quite more expensive, but they're going to be much more reliable. Okay, now we have Sally, because I went way longer than I was planning to go.
That's okay. That's all right. Mine probably isn't going to take long anyway. Would you like to show the pictures, please?
Yes, I am trying to get those up right now. So let me bring this over here. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
There's your picture.
Does anyone know who the top picture is of those two people?
No.
That is Pa's mother and dad, Elsie and Frank. And that was their home where they got the picture taken. And they were clowning around with the grandchildren, which was Danny and Amy at the time, and they made a little hat on a hat for him. So they were having fun with that. Okay, the next picture. Do you know who these people are?
No.
Okay, on the right-hand corner is my dad and my mother. And then in the middle is my Aunt Alice and Uncle Harold. And then on the other end is my Aunt Billy Ann and Uncle Gerald. So actually, Pa's grandparents would be your great-grandparents. And my parents would be your great-grandparents too. Okay, do you want to just show the next picture? And that picture is my sister Mary Lou. And who do you think is giving can anyone answer that? Tiger maybe, or Hans?
What?
Who's giving the little baby a popsicle?
You.
Who is that?
You.
Does anyone know?
You.
No, that's not me. Can you guess, Hans?
Sammy.
No, that was your mother when she was a little girl. That's who's given the popsicle to Kara. That's who we visited this year when we went down to Florida. Okay, next picture, please. Oh, do you know who these are? I bet you guys know who these are. Look at them. Who are they?
Sammy and Lizzie.
Very good. Okay, there you go. And they were in their own little car there that their other grandparents had gotten them. Okay, do you want to go ahead and show the next picture? Okay, who is this on the upper left-hand corner?
Moose.
Moose is on the right-hand corner, unless you're looking at it at a different angle. Moose is the one with the long hair, but who's
Yes.
the other? Who's the little baby?
Danny.
Yes, you got it. All right, very good. Okay, next picture. And who is that? I think you'll be able to guess that
That's
one.
Moose. That's Moose.
Yeah, when she was little and we went to the beach. Okay, that was down in Maryland, Ocean City, Maryland. And who might that be? Those pictures are all Pa. This is the top pictures are first and second grade, and then the bottom picture is fifth grade, and the other bottom picture is when he was at my parents' house when he was dating me, and he was going in his second year of college. Okay, next pictures, please. Is there any more pictures? Okay, and who's that picture of?
You.
Yes, that was me when I was little. Okay, that's it. That's all I have to say.
Yay!
Okay, Grandma, if you could hold on to the end of the podcast, because I noticed you always X off. If you could hold on to the end of the podcast, that'd be great. Past the outro video, that would be great. Okay, and one last
You
thing.
want me to stay on?
Yeah, we'll let you know when to X out. But one last thing before we go to our final words is I want to tell you that those flash drives were not actually 2 terabytes. They program them so Windows, Mac, whatever, recognize them as 2 terabytes, but the real storage is not 2 terabytes. That's one thing I forgot to mention. Now we're gonna go to our final words with our final words music. Grandma first.
Okay, God bless everyone, and everyone, I hope you all have a good week.
Soccer was canceled. Soccer was canceled. Those are my final words.
Okay, guys, and for my final words, if you guys want to be a special guest on the show, which we highly recommend you do, email, wrong way, maybe right way, I don't know, email slowmoprospodcast@gmail.com, and we will see if we want you on our show. We actually want a special guest, because we haven't had one since Grandpa in Ep.72, which would be almost 10 episodes ago, so that would be very great. And then I have one chat to pull up here before we go. Moose says nice pictures. Okay, that's all. We're going to end the podcast here, so I'm going to go put up our outro, and that's going to be it.
Sorry, Miss. We already had this conversation.
Oh, wait, did my computer just freeze?
You can't beat a special
Bowie,
guest.
can you see me?
Violated laws, okay?
Bowie, hold on.
I see you.
Am I moving?
I see you, Moose. And no, you're not being on the show.
Why not?
My computer froze.
Lucy on the show.
Because you violated the laws of Togland.
Let me go end this from YouTube.
Of Togland. Okay, we'll talk about this later, okay?
Oh, why?
Bo, just continue talking.
Come on,
Continue talking. Say Matthew's computer froze.
Matthew's computer froze.
So yeah.
I'm supposed to
Let me
stay on
end the
here right
stream.
now. Instead of Xing out.
We have to end the stream. Right, bro?
We have to end the